Imagine seeking a thrill so intense that you're willing to let one of the most feared creatures on earth bite you. This isn't fiction. It's a reality for some in search of the ultimate high. Today, we dive deep into a realm where danger and desire intertwine, the shadowy world of snake venom addiction. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sanil Rege, consultant psychiatrist. Welcome to Psychiatry Simplified. And in this video, we're going to be exploring one of the strangest and most dangerous addictions known to humankind. It's a practice that pushes the boundaries of human curiosity and fear, involving one of nature's most dangerous beings, snakes. I'd never thought that I'd be talking about snake venom addiction as part of the overall addiction phenomenon. It's truly mind-boggling. Humans have long sought to alter their consciousness, mood, perception through various means. While alcohol, opioids, cannabinoids, amphetamines have been well researched, the use of psychoactive animals remains a largely uncharted territory. Among these, one of the most dangerous substances used for recreational purposes, particularly in India, is snake venom. Snake venom is known to cause intoxication, analgesia, blurring of vision, and even potentially death. It really highlights the quest for the next euphoric experience sometimes defies the very instinct for self-preservation. So let's get started. We know that psychoactive substances have been used by humans for decades. Individuals dedicated to exploring, experiencing, and then sharing their experiences with these novel psychoactive substances are known as psychonauts. Yeah, just like astronauts exploring space. As these psychonauts, these explorers develop tolerance, diminishing the effects of these substances, their quest often leads them to an alternative, psychoactive fauna. This term refers to animals whose body parts or secretions possess mind-altering properties when consumed in significant doses. Among the commonly encountered psychoactive fauna are hallucinogenic fish, such as clownfish and rabbitfish, amphibians such as toads, ants like the red harvester ants, reptiles including the Indian wall lizard, and even the liver and bone marrow of giraffes. A particularly unique and dangerous form of psychoactive fauna found in India is snake venom. The use of snake venom for its intoxicating effects is not completely new. However, it's been largely obscured from public knowledge and legal scrutiny. Amongst all the various psychoactive fauna, snake venom stands out as one of the most lethal choices for achieving a high. Recently, the use of snake venom at a rave party catapulted into the headlines with the arrest of a YouTuber and Big Boss winner Elvish Yadav and his associates in Noida, Uttar Pradesh in India. This incident, involving the recovery of 9 snakes and 20 mils of snake venom, highlights the extreme lengths to which individuals will go to experience new highs, pushing the boundaries of legality and safety. So what makes snake venom so addictive? Let's delve deeper into the neuroscience of snake venom addiction. At the core of snake venom addiction lies a complex neurochemical interplay. Neurotoxic snake venom produces its effects mainly by 2 types of toxins, neurotoxins and dendrotoxins. The venom of neurotoxic snakes like cobras and kraits act primarily through the nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. Now we know that these receptors play a crucial role in cognition. For example, nicotine activates these nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. These receptors are also stimulated in dementia treatment, where medications such as cholinesterase inhibitors aim to act on these receptors to improve cognition. These receptors play a critical role in the transmission of nerve signals across synapses. Now what happens here is that the neurotoxins and dendrotoxins present in snake venom can compete or mimic with these neurotransmitters, leading to physiological and psychological effects. The alpha neurotoxins, a key component of snake venom, they directly compete with acetylcholine for binding sites on these postsynaptic nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, NACHRS, as we'll call them. This competition disrupts normal neuromuscular transmission, leading to muscular paralysis. Interestingly, these toxins also induce opiate-independent analgesia, pain relief, by acting on the central nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, providing a clue to the venom's addictive potential. We know that agents that provide analgesia or pain relief, such as opiates, can have significant addictive potential. So for example, with snake venom, there is prominent analgesia, prominent relief of pain in nearly 65% of the individuals, and mild to moderate pain relief in more than 80% of individuals through injecting the cobra venom extract. And this has been demonstrated in studies. Furthermore, the nicotinic acetylcholine receptors are also responsible for activating the mesolimbic dopaminergic reward system. And we know that this reward system plays a crucial role in the development of addiction for the individual, moving from the liking of the stimulus towards wanting, towards seeking the particular substance. I've covered this in the video where I discussed the impact of methamphetamine on the brain, so don't forget to check that video out. The activation of the mesolimbic dopaminergic reward system may explain the high that occurs after the snake bite. The second component of snake venom, dendrotoxins, they further complicate the picture by affecting neurotransmitter release. Upon entering the body, snake venom further unleashes a cocktail of active chemicals, including 5-hydroxytryptamine, bradykinin, and prostaglandins. These substances contribute to the venom's effects, from drowsiness to temporary muscular paralysis. This chemical cascade orchestrates a high that is as dangerous as it is alluring, highlighting the venom's both therapeutic potential but also its significant potential for misuse. The studies that have looked at snake venom addiction, in all of the reported cases, the most common motive was to get high, and the most common used snake species was cobra. And the most common symptoms reported were a feeling of well-being and deep sleep. So how are these snakes used? How does the venom get into the body? The answer is bites. Yes, that's right, snake bites.
What?
I know, I can't but shake my head to it, but that's essentially how the snakes are used. The Psychonauts, in their quest for new highs, often introduce the venom in their bodies by allowing themselves to be bitten by a venomous snake, typically one with neurotoxins. And the preferred sites for these bites are areas with thin skin, like the tongue, lips, sole of the foot, fingers, or toes, where the venom can quickly enter the bloodstream. A snake charmer, and we know there are so many found all over India, they usually facilitate this dangerous exchange for money. In a setting some refer to as a snake den, the charmer provokes the snake to bite the individual, which then results in the venom's effects. However, snake bites are not the only method. There's also the ingestion of snake venom, which involves drying and grinding the venom into a powder or forming it into tablets. This powder then is often mixed with alcohol or other substances to amplify its effects. Cocktails are then sold at rave parties under certain code names. Now, India is not the only country where snake venom addiction is present. In the United States, for example, there have been reports of baby rattlesnakes being used to make snake wine by immersing them in vodka. And for those who cannot afford it, injecting extracted snake venom is another route, albeit a costly one, with the black market catering to this high-risk activity. So there you have it, the allure of snake venom, despite its potentially fatal consequences, underscores a fundamental paradox in human nature: the search for pleasure at the brink of peril. As they say, fear and reward are often two sides of the same coin. This quest for euphoria, or sometimes the removal of pain and suffering, mediated by ancient neural circuits, speaks to the depth of human curiosity and the relentless drive to explore the unknown. Now, there are a number of legal and ethical considerations that come into play when it comes to snake venom addiction. In India, for example, the legal ambiguity surrounding snake venom, coupled with its role in traditional practices, poses significant challenges for regulation and education. So to summarize, snake venom addiction is the strangest addiction that I've ever come across. Though I can see why snake venom, from a neuroscientific perspective, can be used as a substance of misuse and can result in addiction. It contains chemicals, neurotoxins and dendrotoxins, that can affect neurotransmitter release, but also stimulate the mesolimbic dopaminergic reward system, setting up a cascade towards addiction, much like many of the other substances do. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the neuroscience behind snake venom addiction. I hope that you found this interesting and fascinating. However, it's important for all of us to remember that the search for knowledge and understanding is what enlightens us. But it's also a responsibility to ensure that this search or quest does not endanger ourselves or the world around us. If you like this video, don't forget to leave us a like. I'd love to hear your comments in the comment section and let me know what interesting aspects you've come across when it comes to addiction. Is this the strangest addiction you've ever come across? For me, most certainly, it is the strangest that I've come across. Let me know your thoughts. I'm really thankful to all of you for supporting this channel. I really, really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in another video soon. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe. Bye-bye.